Yeah, afternoon everyone. I just want to do a quick story for my weekend story, but I might have to do it in more the one part. The topic's going to be cell thieves, Peter Thieves. And I can honestly put my hand on my heart and say that's one thing I've never done. Out of all the years I've ever spent in jail, I've never robbed out of another man's cell. Right? I was involved in one incident where we had someone over, but it wasn't cell thieving as such, and I did feel guilty about that. But yeah, I can do that one in another video. The one I'm doing today is something that happened in Highdown in the 90s. I think it might have been 96. And what it was, there was this guy there who used to have a nice guitar, like this Spanish classical guitar, and he didn't really play it much in his cell, but it was a really expensive one. He was doing a double figure sentence, but we used to call him like Rumpelstiltskin. He didn't hang around the screws as such, but his cell, his little single cell, he might have even been a lifer. His little single cell was right next to the desk there, by the bars where the screws sit at their table. But he never used to sit there talking to them or really come out on association. I think he had a job down the library, quiet geezer and all that, and I remember this one day, he used to go out to work every day to his job, and I'd be on the wing there with the cleaners and all that, and what it is, sometimes you get a lot of new screws, a lot of new kangas on the wing, and you can sort of pull the wool over their eyes a bit, and this guy who I was sort of friendly with, he was an acquaintance, he weren't a friend, I can't say his name. When he's come on a wing, he's seen the guitar and that, and he's giving it, I'm having that. And I said, what are you on about? I know the geezer looks funny and that, but there's no other reason. You can't just rob him. And anyway, what are you going to do with that? And he's giving it, I'm going to hand it out on a visit and all that. Yeah. So what happened was, he's seen a new screw come on, that don't know all the bods on the wing, and he said, Gov, can you open my cell? So he's opened the other fella's cell, this little Rumpelstiltskin fellow, who we used to call him that because he, it's just from the way he looked, and he's took the guitar out, making out he's just in his own cell and that, and basically he's took the guitar up to his own cell, and I was up there, I see him doing that, and I said, you know what's going to happen now, don't you? Are you fucking mad? They're going to lock the whole fucking spur down and search everyone's cells, so we'll be banged up, possibly missing our visits or whatever, who knows, and all sorts of stuff we'd be missing. And if you think you can just take that down to reception now and they're not going to notice, I said to him, if I was you, just go and put it back. Do you know what I mean? All you're going to do is end up getting nicked. This guy was crazy. He actually thought that something like that, he could just, I don't know what he thought he was going to do with it. Big guitar, stick it up his arse, bottle it. I know. So in the end, he listened to my advice and he went and put the guitar back, So yeah, just a quick story there, guys. Like I say, cell thieving, Peter Thieves. Yeah, I've had people do it to me a few times, and another story I'm going to be doing is about when I was in away about 20 years ago, and there was this little firm of Peter Thieves operating, because it's usually more than one guy, and they tried to have me over. But I think actually I was in a free up, and one of the cellmates was actually in on it, but that's another story. So I ended up confronting these fuckers with, the middle piece of wood out of a table, because the actual table leg's just too big, for doing something with. I found the middle wooden strut there on them little tables in the cell is an ideal weapon, So yeah, I broke up the table to have it with these geezers. But I really did want to say who they were and that, but maybe I shouldn't, it was a long time ago. But yeah, I'll do that next time. So yeah, that's just a little quick story, guys. So I've uploaded something, and I just want to say I'm getting close to 600, and that's brilliant. And once I get to 600, guys, I'm going to stop pestering everyone, asking for more subs and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, so once I get to 600, I'll be happy, because I know a lot of people do YouTube for the money and that, but for me it's just a hobby. As long as I get to 600, I'm all right, and then anything after that is a bonus. You know, I just find it a bit frustrating waiting for videos to upload and that, but that's just me. Yeah, so really nice day and all that, guys, and I just want to give a couple of quick shouts. Cantonese, hi mate, always good comments, and Sean Baker, I hope you're well, mate, and Chris Humphries as well. You know, always good comments from these guys, always appreciate your support. Yeah, and hi to everyone else, and have a good weekend, and like I say, I'll get them self-feeding stories sorted out, and yeah, I'll get that uploaded next week hopefully, or maybe another one over the weekend. Cheers guys, thanks a lot.